Hey everyone, welcome to Unscripted and Unchained, episode 20. I am DM Bloodworth, and this is my summer preview episode. I have about 2 more days left of work before I start my summer break, and I started trying to figure out, what are some of the things that I want to do with my gaming over the summer, and particularly the channel, and what I'm going to be throwing up on the channel over the next, 6 to 10 weeks. A little break from the norm. I am going to follow a bit of a script here and talk about a few things in the order that I'm hoping to deal with them with. And of course, telephone call, and I don't need that. Okay, so sorry about that. First things first is I was thinking about a project that I'm looking to, that I've been thinking about for quite a while now. And as if you've been following my videos for a while, you know that one of the games that I really enjoy playing because of its mechanics and its lore and such is Mifrog, a fantasy role-playing game. And it actually does have a component to it, or a supplement to it, known as the Coming. I'll just hold it up here. And this is the post-apocalyptic setting of Mifrog, using the Mifrog game system. And, as good as it is, one of my favorite MMOs that I played in the past was Fallen Earth, which is also a post-apocalyptic setting MMO, massively multiplayer online game. And so as I started digging a little deeper into this booklet and been running my video series of the MMOs of 2000 to 2010, it just made sense to me to try to put these two games together and create an online and pen and paper version of the same game, and that way players can transition from the MMO, which is a free-to-play MMO, over to tabletop gaming with the same characters, same skills, same stats, and so on, and same experience or very similar experience in both platforms. So that's a major project that I'm looking to put together, and I have several different communities that I'm involved with on Facebook and on pro boards and such, and so hopefully we can actually get several people involved and put this thing together. But if not, from what I've been looking at, the transition between the two and the translation of the game system to the other shouldn't be actually that difficult to do. So that's the first major item on my list. Second major item on my list is I've been play testing. I play tested a Harbinger supplement for 5e. I've never played 5e before, so I haven't played the AD&D 5e in its fantasy setting. But Harbinger 4, which is put out by Absolute Tabletop, is a sci-fi, and I would actually call it a dark sci-fi experience using the 5e system, and I really enjoyed it. I played a test session about a week and a half, 2 weeks ago, and they've just released an update. So version 5 is available. So if you want to look into it, you can look for them on Absolute Tabletop. It's a Facebook community that you can look them up there. Next, my summer reading. So I'm getting ready to go on a vacation, and I was thinking, all right, well, what books do I want to bring with me on vacation so that I can hang out on the beach and and read. That's my favorite vacation pastime. So I picked up 2 books. I picked up Of Dice and Men All right, which is I got it in hardcover. Actually, got it very cheap actually for less than $10, including shipping and handling. So I was quite, happy to get that and in very good condition. I mean, so I was glad to, pick up this book. And then this is by the way, that's by David Ewalt, David M. Ewalt. You know, don't know too much about about the author or about his take, but as I'm getting more and more back into tabletop RPG, I wanted to go back to, the stories of, how it all really, came together, with some of the people that were involved in the time. And then, Empire of Imagination. And this is written by Michael Whitwer. And again, another book talking about Gary Gygax and the birth of Dungeons and Dragons. And so this is one of my other summer readings. I'm curious to see which one I'm going to get through first or decide. Maybe I'll have to flip a coin and see which one I'll read first during my vacation. I'll probably be able to knock out uh, at least one of them, if not both of them, during the summertime, or during my 1 week vacation. And then another pamphlet I picked up, or booklet I picked up, was Paganism Explained. All right, this is part four, and this is on Valhall and Odin in Yggdrasil. I think I pronounced that right. Probably not, though. And this is part of a series of booklets that Varg Vikernes, and his wife Marie Cachette has been putting out, and I've read all four of them so far. And I'm going to probably do a separate review video on these four books because they're somewhat gaming related. At least some of them I've seen some connections to the Mifrog fantasy role playing game. But in others, I just like I like the talk about traditional belief systems and its comparison to other belief systems that are held today. And so they've all been very interesting reads and probably worthy of a separate video. So I'm going to get to that as well. Um, Crown City Con. Crown City Con is a gaming convention that's coming up in my local area. It's going to be in Cortland, New York, on September 23rd and 24th. That's the weekend of September 3rd and 24th. And I'm scheduled to do three gaming sessions. I'm going to do two Conan 2D20 RPG game sessions. Uh, both adventures are original, adventures that I had written. And then the third session, I'm going to do an advanced Dungeons and Dragons first edition uh, adventure, also written by myself, and that will be my three gaming sessions. So total about 12 hours of gaming while I'm there. I may join a session as a player, but probably most of the second day just wander around and take a look and see how things are going. So that's going to be a really interesting trip for me, and I'll post up pictures and videos and the like of my experience going there for the my first gaming convention since 1985 Gen Con 18. So I'm really excited about that. Let's see what else we have. So a couple shout outs for a couple new groups that I've been involved with lately. And I'm actually going to switch screens here because it'll be easier to show you you know, their, uh, their information. So as I mentioned earlier, I'm going to do a combination of Fallen Earth and The Coming. And the Facebook group is that I'm kind of organizing this on now is the Mythrog, the Mythic Fantasy Role Playing Group. So if you just type in that, you'll find that it's a closed group and you can request an invite to join it. And then their Pro Boards account is or forums, I should say, is mifrog.proboards.com. Very simple to remember. And they'll also be posting some threads on this particular project. So look for this in the next couple of days, or certainly within the next week and a half. I will have some things up, and as a matter of fact, later on this evening, I'm going to be putting up a Fallen Earth video, perhaps even by this afternoon. So back to the screen here, and so that's pretty much my plans for the summer that I've kind of predicted that I'm going to get accomplished. And actually, this is the wrong screen. There we go. And so, I mean, other than that, other games, I'm going to be, much more available to jump in on other games and during all different time zones. So I'm really looking forward to, playing with some of my, Facebook friends that I see are really involved with gaming, but they're generally involved on like Tuesday mornings when I'm normally working. And, now I'll be able to, pick up on some of those groups there and become much more involved in not just the games that I've been playing, but actually exposing myself to some other games that I haven't had the opportunity to, to play because of those time zone differences. So, to close this out, remember, Unscripted and Unchained, if you're seeing this for the first time, this channel for the first time, please feel free to subscribe. If you have any comments that you want to make, if you have any Kickstarters that you want to promote, please feel free to, post them on the in the comments section, and I'll take a look at them. And if they're, something that I'm really interested in, I will, put it out there and give a shout. If it's something that I back, I'll certainly put it out there and give it a shout. As a matter of fact, I just backed a Solomon Kane board game that's currently in Kickstarter, and it's for 1 to 4 players. The name itself is just skipping my mind right now, but I'll certainly get back to that. And when that game is released, there'll certainly be a big video series involving, that particular game. So I'm looking forward to that. Also on Facebook, I have On-Screen Gaming, OSG. It's an open gaming community, so you can join in and have about 170, 180 members. Sharing a wide variety of interests of different types of games within the role-playing genre. And so you're certainly welcome to join in there. And, back to the YouTube channel, if you hit the bell, you can, easily follow for when I put up new videos. And I welcome you all to come in and, and post your comments. I try to respond to comments as quickly as I can in a timely manner, and hopefully address any of your interests where I can put up a video response to them. So I hope to see you all on the gaming screen in the upcoming days and weeks. You all have a good summer.